Hey pet people, welcome to my channel. Today's video is about how I store my rabbit's hay. As you can see, I have this large outdoor plastic storage tub. This tub is 1.2 meters long by about 65 centimeters deep and 60 centimeters tall, and in it I can store a whole bale of hay. At the moment I've got less than half a bale. I also keep my tarp in here, which I use when I collect a bale of hay so it doesn't ruin my car. I've also got this bag of pasture hay, which I bought when Luna was really ill, as well as the very few remnants of a bag of Oxbow Western Timothy hay, which I also bought when Luna was ill because I wanted to give her as many varieties of food as possible. So as you can see on the left here, I've got sort of the remnant bits of the bale, and on the right the still intact pieces of the bale. Now bales come compressed in flakes, so one of these sections here is a flake. You can easily pull those apart from each other, and I like to buy by the bale because it's just so much cheaper. This whole bale of hay cost me about $17, and it fits beautifully in this box. The two very important things you need to remember when storing hay is that A, it needs to be kept out of the sun, and B, it needs to be kept out of moisture. It needs to be kept dry. So if this hay box was directly in the sun, the hay could sweat inside and go moldy because hay still has some moisture in it. And in the same instance, if this hay got wet, it would go moldy. So both of those cases are bad. So this storage box is under our veranda. It doesn't get direct sun, so the hay doesn't sweat. So keep that in mind if you are storing your hay outside, or if you are storing it in plastic containers. Make sure it can breathe a little in that container, and make sure that that container isn't in direct sunlight. So a bale like this weighs about 20 kilos, give or take, up to 25 kilos, and can last my rabbits up to 2 months depending on the quality of the bale. This bale is, well, I bought it as oaten hay. It's actually a mix, this one. In my guess, it's probably about 50-50 oaten wheaten. I'm not a big fan of wheaten hay. It tends to be a bit too stalky, and the wheat seed heads are a bit harsher, in my opinion, than the oaten seed heads. So I don't like to have wheaten hay for my rabbits, but it's what they had at the time, and it was the only hay available that was suitable for my rabbits. So this tub here is the tub I use to fill up my rabbit's hay rack, and I keep this tub inside. So what I do is I bring this tub out. I can easily fill it with hay from the bale, and I tend to shake off the hay when I fill this tub. So I can grab a big handful, shake off the dust and any loose smaller bits, and fill the tub that way. That way, once I take the hay inside, and I do keep this tub inside in the rabbit's pen, when I fill up their hay rack, it's not as dusty, and I don't have all those tiny dusty bits of hay that can cause more problems for allergies. So, I just fill this up when it gets empty. When it's full, it usually lasts me a few days, and then I don't have to come out to the bale as often, which is really handy, especially when it's early in the morning and I'm trying to leave for work. You want hay inside at all times. But as you can see, this box has plenty of space. This is, if you're wondering, this is, the brand is Glenwood, and I bought this at Bunnings, which is an Australian hardware store. But it's been fantastic. It fits the bale very easily. I can just drop the whole thing in, and even if I've got a little bit left over from my previous bale, I can still fit the new bale in easily. So just a few things to keep in mind when you are storing hay, and that is how I store mine. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!